Since the first International Women's Day in 1911, where more than 1 million men and women rallied for women's rights to vote, work, train and hold public office, major strides have been taken for gender equality. In fact, when women did win the vote in 1928, it was many thanks to Salford's very own suffragette Emmeline Pankhurst, who organised the movement. This year's campaign theme is Breaking the Bias, working towards a world free from bias, stereotypes and discrimination. 111 years later, and it's important to continue celebrating the achievements and contributions of women, so we're talking to you, the public, to test your knowledge of gender history and what International Women's Day means to you. How long do you think International Women's Day has been celebrated?
I know there was the sexual revolution during the 1960s.
I'd say probably more like the past decade or two.
100 years.
Do you know what? You're the closest so far. So it's been going on for about 111 years, but to be fair, it's only been celebrated by the United Nations since the mid-70s. When did it first become illegal to discriminate against women in the workplace?
1979.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say the 90s.
You're very close. It's
Whoa.
1975.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
the
so
Sex
late.
Discrimination Act. I know, that's really sad.
It's
isn't it?
really bad.
When was paid paternity leave for dads introduced in the UK?
Early 2000s.
2003.
Yeah. Do you think it's important to celebrate International Women's Day?
It's us standing up for ourselves and just being like, we matter.
It's nice to kind of reflect on how much progress women have made against a very unjust system.
Still today there's so much discrimination, not only in the workplace.
Women are just as important as men, and we're all here together. So we should just celebrate that every day, not just today.
Do you have a female role model?
A lot of mine would probably be fitness people.
Lady Gaga, I think she's awesome.
Well, my mum, in all honesty. I owe everything to her, because she's probably the strongest woman I could ever hope to have met and hope to aspire to be.
To increase gender equality in the UK, what do you think needs to be done?
Pay needs to be looked at, definitely.
Oh my God.
Men's perspective on women in general.
Thankfully, starting to call out a lot more men who misuse the system.
And more about the history of women, and if more people learnt about that and understood that, then they'd realise, how unfair that was and how that shouldn't be happening today at all.
And so there we have it. It's great to spread awareness for gender equality, and we hope we've inspired you to break down the barriers and the bias this International Women's Day too. Thank you.